Welcome back. It was a big day for our Olympic athletes yesterday, of course, raising so much money in our Olympiathon right around the country. I think in actual fact it was an even bigger day, though, for the connections of the winners of the Inter-Dominion final last night at the Valley, because once again Neale Donnelly has joined us, top harness racing rider, and with him is the victor, Vic Frost, winning his first Inter-Dominion. Vic, good morning, congratulations.
Good morning, Sandy.
And I don't want to be harsh, but I think it has been a big night.
Yeah. Well, I can assure you that the horse pulled up better than what we did this morning.
What a thrill, though. I mean, that horse has given you so many thrills, but this is the icing on the cake, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's it's a trainer driver's dream, you know, to win an Inter-Dominion.
How did you assess the drive, Neil?
Well, Vic, I thought the race was won on Wednesday when they did the barrier draw.
Right.
And Vic's horse drew barrier 6, and I thought drew to lead. And once he drew to lead in finals, as Vic will probably agree, you rarely see other drivers wanting to come around and take leaders on. It's because it's just too much money in the placings, prize money for placings, and he did everything right. Went to the front, gave himself an easy half in the middle, and was just too strong at the finish. And very popular win, actually. Westburn Grant hasn't won a lot of races at Moonee Valley, but he's very popular with the crowd, isn't he, Vic?
Yeah, he is, Neil. And really, the crowd there last night, it was really touching to sort of see them all sort of cheer him, like, you know, when he sort of kicked around the turn, and they just sort of stood up and just roared. And I heard it from where I was, so it was a great win, like, you know.
Well, don't give it all away, Vic. Let's now have a look at the race. This is the Inter-Dominion final run last night.
Racing, Franco Tiger towards the centre. He burnt out. He leads early from on the outside. Westburn Grant. Thorate gets to third. Fourth on the outside, Level Advice. 4 metres to Master Musician on the outside of Mark Hanover. Then Impressionist. He gets to 7th out of the straight and 4 back on the outside. 5 metres away, Defoe. Then Christopher Vance on the inside of Blossom Lady and Lord Muckley. He's last and out 3 wide. Out of the straight they race inside the 2400, and Westburn Grant on the outside is tackling Franco Tiger for the lead and gets there. Westburn Grant, he works to the lead now down the back by 5 metres to Franco Tiger. Level Advice is 5 metres away, third without cover. Up on the outside, Master Musician. He has the 1 by 1, followed by Thorate, who travels 4th and 3 back on the rail. On his back is Mark Hanover. 4 metres away, Impressionist, trailed up in turn by Defoe. Then Christopher Vance, he's 4th last early. 6 metres to Blossom Lady, and 8 metres away, Lord Muckley. Approaching the turn, 2,000 metres out, and the leader, Westburn Grant, by 4 metres. Level Advice sits up on the outside of Franco Tiger. 1 out and 1 back as Master Musician. On his inside is Thorate. Then Mark Hanover. Here's Impressionist now pulling out 3 wide, 2 circuits out, and he's being trailed up in turn by Defoe, so the runs are coming. Blossom Lady also from the rear. She now pulls to the outside. 4 metres away, Mark Hanover. Christopher Vance is second last, angling 1 off the rail, and Lord Muckley is back at the tail. Out of the straight they race at the 1700, and the leader Westburn Grant by 2 metres. Working around the outside now, Defoe. He travels up into second placing. Out 3 wide is Blossom Lady. Franco Tiger the rail. Impressionist, he has the 1 by 1 now, and 5th on the outside of Thorate. Then Level Advice on the outside of Mark Hanover. 5 metres away, Master Musician. Second last is Christopher Vance, and 5 metres away, Lord Muckley. Coming off the top turn, a lap and a quarter left to go. Lead time 1:31.3. The leader was Westburn Grant by 1 metre to Blossom Lady. Up on the outside, Defoe now 4th. Franco Tiger the rail. Impressionist is 3 back on the outside of Thorate, followed by Mark Hanover, Level Advice, Master Musician. Christopher Vance is second last, 25 metres off the lead, and last is Lord Muckley. In the straight, 1,000 to go. First quarter, 29.2. It's Westburn Grant in front with a lap to go. At his wheel is Blossom Lady. From the rear now, Master Musician peels out 3 wide, trailed up in turn by Christopher Vance. Defoe's at a nice one on the outside of Franco Tiger the rail. Then Impressionist on the outside of Thorate. Mark Hanover locked away. Master Musician pulls 3 out, trailed up in turn by Christopher Vance. Level Advice is second last, and last and out wide is Lord Muckley. Second quarter, 31.1. Down the back of the 550. In front still Westburn Grant by 2 metres to Blossom Lady. In the centre there, needing a run, Defoe. On his outside, Master Musician 3 wide. Here is Christopher Vance now letting loose out 4 wide. Franco Tiger needs a run. Impressionist dropped out the second last. last. Lord Muckley out very wide, followed by Level Advice and Thorate, and Mark Hanover is last. Around the turn, 220 metres out, third quarter, 30.1. Westburn Grant is going well in front. He's held together by 2 metres to Blossom Lady. Master Musician pulls to the outside from Christopher Vance. He goes to Westburn Grant at the 150. He's still 4 metres in front. Christopher Vance from well back is making ground. Franco Tiger getting out with the Grand Circuit champion. Westburn Grant in front. He wins the Inter-Dominion. Westburn Grant wins by 2 metres to Franco Tiger. Maybe Blossom Lady third from Christopher Vance. Close up in the race to Foe. Then Level Advice, Impressionist and Master Musician, followed by Mark Hanover. Second last is Thorate, and Lord Muckley has run last.
And to the Vic to go the spoils. You can see the trophies there that Vic's not going to let go of, I can assure you, for a while. Do you agree with Neale, Vic? Did you think that you, virtually as soon as you got to the front, that was it?
No, I wasn't as confident as Neale was. No, I had to sort of work pretty hard to get to the lead. We sort of spent a few pennies, but then I was sort of able to get a little bit of a, I don't say real easy half, but you know, I was able to get a bit of a breather, and which I thought, well, was probably the key to it. But and when I was able to sort of flush some of the main chances out of their sitting position down the back, and had them right on the corner, I felt as if I was home then. Yeah.
Just before we go any further, let's have a look at the record. We'll have a look at both records, actually, both yours and the horses. But Westburn Grant and Neale, it's quite a phenomenal record, isn't it? Particularly considering in the past 12 or 18 months the problems that the horse has had.
It's extraordinary. He's won almost $2 million, this horse, and he's been a champion right from when he was a 3-year-old, and he's won every Grand Circuit race on the calendar, and the Inter-Dominion last night was just the crowning glory. And as you mentioned, of course, a little more than a year ago, he had 4 stainless steel pins inserted into a fractured bone in a back leg, and he's done a wonderful job, Vic, hasn't he?
He's done a tremendous job. Yep.
Let's have a look at the record of Vic Frost then. We'll see if he's done a wonderful job. Well, actually, as far as the Inter-Dominion's been concerned, it's been a bit of a battle, Vic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been, Sandy. It's you know, I've had I think it was in the paper the other day that I'd had more drives in the Inter-Dominions than any other driver in the race, so I suppose it was my turn to get one up.
Yeah, my word, you've done well.
Vic, you disappeared down the beach all last week, and I know that you think this horse goes best on the beach. Is that why you went down there?
Yeah, it is, Neale. Yeah, like after his 3 heat runs, you know, I thought, well, OK, that gives me a week now to sort of really top him off and just to bring him right to his peak. And the best way that I can do it is to sort of get him on the sand, and, you know, because he doesn't mind that. And my wife, Margaret, she rides him in after I work him on the sand. She rides him in the water for, you know, half an hour to an hour just to cool his legs off and all that sort of stuff. And I have a little bit of run up the beach myself just to give myself a bit of a blowout.
One interesting point, Neale. You outlined on Sportsworld last week, Impressionist, after passing the post in that qualifying final, seemed to pull up very quickly and appeared to have a problem in the front left leg. Now, after assessing Impressionist's run last night, was the horse 100%?
Well, Ted Demler said, you know, that was well documented in the print media that he'd had problems with the horse, yet he believed right up until last night that the horse was 100%. Yet on his own admission after the race, he said that he didn't feel right in the run, and he definitely wasn't himself, and he said that was the reason why many people were surprised with 1 lap to run. He didn't pull out in front of the horses coming through wide. He said he just didn't feel right.
Yeah. Bad luck for him. His first still eludes him as a trainer and driver. You two gentlemen have early discipline nights tonight, won't you?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
we'll try.
It's been a tough campaign, but
You've got through it.
He's going to treasure those.
Yeah, you bet.
Well done. Congratulations, Vic. Fantastic victory for you. Neale, thank you for joining us over the Inter-Dominion Series. We shall take a break and be back with more on Sportsworld soon.